Hey everyone, Philly Cheesesteak here, back inside of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and today I'm doing the Language of Flowers, where we have to find all 30 pressed flowers inside of London, and it is quite simple. First thing I would recommend is getting your hands on one of the maps, but that is up to you, or you can just follow this guide. So anyway, we're going to start off in Whitechapel, as we have been doing, and you will come across this courtyard here with its nice little statue, and sitting on this bench will be our first, at least for this video guide, pressed flower. Our second one will be on the part of the left-hand side here, near the train tracks, and we'll come near this gazebo here, and sitting next to this row, I'm going to assume it's a flower bush of some kind, is our second flower. Now, our third and final of at least our first burrow here will be towards the top here near, I would say it's over towards, it's in the graveyard here, but on top of a headstone will be our third and final flower for at least the Whitechapel Borough. So now we're going to start in the left-hand corner here of the City of London, in the lower left of the checkpoint there, or sorry, fast travel point, and sitting inside this gazebo next to this couple here, which honestly may be someone else, is our first flower for this area. Going straight north, we're just south of the vault. You'll know where that is. Actually, I'll be doing that in a future video. We're going to be coming across this graveyard. A lot of these are in graveyards, ironically enough. Don't know why. Don't really care, to be honest. Anyway, we're going towards, I'm just going to call it the Capitol building. That's all I'm going to call it. I'm assuming it's Parliament, but actually, no, it's not. Isn't that where Big Ben is? I'm American. Don't hold it against me. But anyway, we're grabbing that one. So now we're near the border of Whitechapel in the City of London, those two boroughs, and sitting on this bench over here will be our next flower. So now we're going to move on to the eastern portion of the map, just southwest of one of the fast travel points, and sitting inside this park by this fountain on a bench is our next flower, which should be our last one for the City of London. So now we're going to go towards the Thames. And hooray, I said that right. So now we're going to be just south of one of the child labor areas. And sitting on this dock area for ferries is going to be next to this lady here. I don't know if it's going to be a lady on your screen. It'll be our next one. So now we're going to go around the bend. On the west portion should be just south of one of that train station there. Will be our second flower, which might be next to this flower lady. And our third and final for the Thames will be in the far left, lower left corner, just southwest of one of the fast travel points, will be on a bench our final flower for at least the Thames. I always thought it was Thames for the longest time, but it turns out it's Thames. Would you look at that? So anyway, we are now in Southwark, south of the train station, and sitting down here next to a fruit stand, I assume of some kind, because this is actually, yes, it's actually a food stand. No, it's a hat stand. It's a hat stand. But anyway, sitting here will be our first of 4 flowers for Southwark. Now, on the eastern portion of the train station will be our next flower. Sitting on this, which looks like just your normal average table, next to these drinking patrons, well, actually, they might not be drinking patrons on your screen, will be our next flower. So now our third of 4th will be in this area over here. Looks like someone's backyard, porch area. Be our third, and our final one, which actually will be southwest of the fast travel point, in this little area here, will be our final flower for the Southwark area. Yay! And you also get a color as well. Yay! So anyway, we're now in Lambeth. There are also, I believe, I actually forget how many are in this area. We'll see actually in the screen. But sitting on this grave again, what is it with graves in this area? Anyway, it's 4. Anyway, we're going to go north, just east of Bell's Place, and sitting on, yet again, another grave. And again, I'm not kidding, it's on another grave. See, it's right there. Will be our next flower, second of 4. So if we go southwest of the insane asylum, right over here next to this church, in another graveyard, are you catching the theme here? Will be our next flower sitting on this tombstone. And our final one just northeast of the asylum, just a little bit. In this area right over here is actually going to be in front of like a church-like building on a bench next to 2 rooks. Actually, they might be Gliders as well, depending on how much of the area got cleared out, will be our final flower for the area. So now we're going on to our second to last burrow, the Strand. We're in this area over here, and sitting on a bench will be our next flower. Now we're going to, actually as soon as we get here, just north of the train station right here, about the center of the burrow, just east of that Templar hunt, sitting next to these caroling people, which is perfectly appropriate considering I recorded this right around Christmas. Well, on this bench right next to them will be our next flower. Now, just west of that Templar hunt, which actually our flower is just over to the right of that, will be in a park our next flower. Strange, they're almost on either benches or graves. Yep, feeling the feels. Anyway, this is a 5. So just east of a stronghold, right in front on this bench, will be our next flower. Not really describing these all this well, but use the map. In the far west corner of the area, you'll come into this Templar hunt area. You might want to be careful how you sneak in here if you haven't killed the guy already. But if you haven't, just sneak in here, and sitting on the ground next to this bench will be our final flower for the area. See? Bunch of guys over there. Don't want to bug them. So now we are in Westminster, the final borough. So just north of Buckingham Palace, just over this fence and sitting on this stump will be our first flower for the area. And this will be flower 1 of 4. I'm not good at seeing things on small screens. So anyway, just the east, just south of one of the letters from earlier will be at this shack on the back near this firewood, another flower. So just southeast of the Templar hunt in this area, next to the lake, and yet again on another bench. Sorry, I'm talking a lot today. On another bench will be our next flower. Actually, there's 6 in this area. Didn't notice that. Whoops. So anyway, we'll come to this area over here. It'll be on this building just north of the southeast fast travel point. It'll be up here on a balcony ledge. Just grab it, and we are at 4 of 6. So now, just west of that, which looks like it's next to a church or a cathedral, next to this statue, again next to some caroling peoples, actually just on the back side of this, will be our 5th of 6th flower. I thought it was 4 at first. Why did I think that? And finally, on the far left side, next to a Templar hunt area inside of a park, as you'll see right here, will be our final flower for this video. Now, do note that the achievement will not unlock. I was having issues with the achievements again, but it did unlock when I checked my achievements. As you can see, there it is. Very simple, and hopefully this guide will help you. And anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's helped you. Hit like. If you want to see more, why not click over to the right of Eevee there, go over to my channel, and I don't know, maybe hit subscribe. Or click over on the left-hand side there, and I don't know, maybe find out how opiuming people, drugs them up and everything. And as always, have a great and beautiful day, and hopefully I'll see you guys all next time.